So in this truss, there are 13 members are there. The first step is we have to calculate the reactions. So total length of the truss is 9 meter, height is 4 meter. Okay. So RB into 9 minus 9 into 3 and minus 12 into 6. Okay. So this is the equation, and finally we got RB equal to 11 kilonewton, RA is equal to 10 kilonewton. Okay. So next, which joint we have to take first? We have to take the joint A. Okay, we have to take joint A. So from this joint A, this is the free body diagram. You can see here, this is the free body. So this is the free body diagram. In this free body diagram, in the joint A, there are 3 members are meeting. Okay, you can see here there are 3 members. What are the members? AC, AG, and sorry, only 2 members. Another one is RA. Okay, that means reaction. Okay, so we have to calculate AC and AG. So first write is summation of equilibrium equation, summation of B. What is summation of B? So the first we must see only vertical forces. So what are the vertical forces acting here? First one is RA and FAC. Okay, so FAC plus RA or RA plus FAC equal to 0. So we know that RA is equal to 10 kilonewton. So FA is equal to minus 10 kilonewton. Okay, so it is a we got the answer in minus. So it is a compression force. Next, come to joint B. Okay, so where is joint B? You can see here joint B. Joint B having only 2 members. Okay, so this is the free body diagram. You can see this is the joint B. This is a joint, and there will be a BF and a BH members. Okay, so therefore summation of B is equal to 0. So RB is equal to, so RB plus FBF is equal to 0. So we know that RB is equal to 11 plus FBF equal to 0. So FBF is equal to minus 11 kilonewton. So it is a compression force. Next, summation of H. Summation of H, only FBF value number is there. So FBF equal to 0. Okay, because in opposite side there is no reaction and there is no members, so obviously it is 0. So in joint A also, students, due to network connectivity problem, okay, now we will continue. In joint A also, FAG, you can see FAG, there is no opposite forces or reaction, there is no opposite members. So obviously FAG is equal to 0 and FAC minus 10 kilonewton. Next, come to joint C. Okay, joint C. If we take joint C, we don't know the theta value. First, we have to calculate the theta value. So for that purpose, I used tan theta. Okay, what is tan theta? It is opposite divided by adjacent. Now you can see opposite is 3 meter. Okay, so in previous, in diagram, you can see here, you can see this theta value. So in this theta value, for finding in this theta value, opposite is 3 meter and the height adjacent is 4 meter. Okay, so tan inverse of, what is that? Tan inverse of 3 by 4. Okay, this is the angle. So finally we got 36.86 degrees. So now summation of V is equal to 0. So for summation of V equal to 0, we have to include these two members. Okay. So what are these two members? FCA and FCG. Okay. So now, so both these two members from C acting downward. Okay. So we have to put minus. So minus FCA minus FCG cos 36.86 degrees equal to 0. So therefore, minus FCA. What is FCA value? We already found it is minus 10 kilonewton. Next, minus FCG cos 36.86 degrees. So from this, FCG is equal to this here, minus into minus, it is plus. Okay, minus into minus, it is plus. So plus 10 by here also minus is there. So this minus and when this plus 10 plus 10 comes to this side means minus 10. So minus minus cancel. So FCG is equal to 10 divided by cos 36.86 degrees. So FCG equal to 12.5 kilonewton. Okay, just simplify this equation. Simplify this equation. That's all. Okay, so for that FCA, we already found it is minus 10 kilonewton. So substitute here, we can get the answer. Next, summation of H. Summation of H means we have to consider only horizontal loads. So for that horizontal loads, what are the horizontal loads are there? One is FCD and FCG. Okay, so FCD is moving from C from left to right. You can see here the arrow. CD is left to right. So it is plus. And also this FCG into sine 36.86 degrees. FCG into sine 36.86 degrees. So FCD plus FCG sine 36.86 degrees. Okay. So depends upon the direction and angle, the sine theta cos theta value will vary. Okay. So I need this FCG in I have to resolve horizontal. Okay. So horizontal means obviously what horizontal opposite side. So FCG into sine this angle sine theta. So that theta is 36.86 degrees. So therefore FCD equal to minus 7.5 kilonewton. So what's minus sign indicates? Minus sign indicates compression. Okay. So next come to joint G. Okay. So you can see here at joint G, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 members. Okay, in joint G, there are 4 members and one vertical load is acting at the joint G. So what is the intensity of load? It is 9 kilonewton. Okay. So now you can see here, resolve all the forces into vertical manner. So 9 kilonewton acting downward. So it is minus 9 plus FGD. So it is acting upward. So plus FGD and FGC. So FGC I have to resolve vertically. So this angle we know. What is that angle? 36.86. So I have to resolve vertically means this is adjacent of the angle. Okay. So this vertical member is adjacent of this angle. So this also I have to resolve vertically. Okay. So cos. So FGC into cos theta. Okay. So what are the known values here? FGC you know or not? You can see here we already found it. FCG and FGC both are same. Okay. So minus 9 plus FGD plus FGC. Substitute the value here. FGC. Okay. So 12.5 cos 36.86 degrees equal to 0. So therefore FGD equal to minus 1 kilonewton. Minus 1 indicates compression. Okay. So same thing, summation of H is equal to 0. So in summation of H, what are the forces will come? So you can see here this FGH and FGA and this FGC. Only 3 member forces will come. So this 9 kilonewton and all not come because it is acting downward. Okay. So now you can see here. Now you can see here summation of H. Okay. So FGH minus FGA minus FGC sin theta. Okay, so FGH is moving left to right, and FGA, FGC moving right to left. That means left hand side. Okay, and FGH moving right hand side. So it is positive. Right hand, as per your graph, right hand side means positive, left hand side means negative. So FGH minus FGA minus FGC sin theta equal to 0. So from this FGC value we know, substitute that value, and FGA already we found it is 0. So finally FGH is equal to 7.5 kilonewton. Okay. So now come to joint D. Okay. What is joint D? So draw the free body diagram. So this is the diagram of joint D. So in this joint D, how many members are there? One, this is one, this is two, and three, and four. So there are four members. Okay, jointed in the joint D. So therefore, summation of V is equal to 0. Okay, so this FDG acting downward. FDG acting downward. Okay, so next FDH. Okay, so this two FDC and FDE would not come because it is purely horizontal. Next FD only FDG and FDH only come in case of summation of vertical. So minus FDH and minus FDG. So the theta value same, 36.86 degrees. So now calculate from this FDG we already found, and the only unknown value is FDH. So FDH is equal to 1.5 kilonewton. Okay. So next summation of H is equal to 0. So in case of summation of H is equal to 0, so 1 FDC, FDE and FDH. These three forces will come. Okay. So therefore FDC is acting left hand side. Okay, so it is minus, and FDE acting right hand side, so it is plus, and FDH also acting right hand side, so it is positive. Okay, so from this FDV value we know, and FDH value also we know. So you can see here previously we found this FDH value, so substitute the value here. Okay, so finally we got FDE is equal to minus 8.25 kilonewton compression. Okay, so now come to joint E. So in this joint E, there are three members are met. One is FED and FEF and FEH. Okay, so therefore summation of H. Here summation of V is not required. Why? Because there is no load is acting, and no any other members like this not acting. So we don't bother about summation of V. So straight away we have to go to summation of H. So you can see here summation of H. FED. FED is acting left side, so it is minus, and FEF is acting right side, so it is plus. Okay, so therefore minus FED plus FEF equal to 0. So therefore FEF equal to minus 8.25 kilonewton. Okay, so next at last only one member is pending, that is joint H. So in joint H, there are 5 members are meeting. You can see the joint H, there are 5 members are meeting. Okay, so how to calculate forces in the member FHF? Because FHF is the only one unknown. So let's start with summation of V is equal to 0. So for this summation of V is equal to 0, these 3 members forces become. Okay, so what is the first member force? Minus 12. What is this minus 12? Actually, here I forgot to mention the load. Actually, 12 kilonewton load is acting here. So please note down kilonewton. Okay, so this acting at the joint H. So it is acting downward. So put minus. Next, FHE. You can see here FHE. FHE is the straight member, pure vertical. Okay, So it's acting upward. So plus FHE. So next FHD. FHD cos theta. FHD cos theta. Okay. FHD also we already know. You can see here FHD or FDH. So use this answer here. Mine plus 1.25. So plus 1.25 cos 36.86 degrees plus FHF. FHF is the only one unknown. Except this all are we completed. Okay. So you can see here FHF. Okay. So substitute all the values. So here FHE is 0. Okay. So we already found, I think. Okay. So substitute all the values. We can get FHF. FHF. Okay. So in this problem, in this joint, 12 kilonewton load is acting. Okay. So if you substitute the values, you can get the FHE is equal to 0. Okay. So substitute that value here and find out FHF. So except that value, all the values are we calculated. So summation of H is not required. Okay. So this is the method of joints problem. Okay. So from this triangle, the overall length from A to F is 8 meter. A to F is 8 meter. So this is 8 meter in this problem, and this angle is 30 degree. 30 degree. So you can see here the length of AD is 8 into cos. So 8 into cos 30. So 12 RB into 12 minus 1 into 4. 1 into 4 is for this one, force into perpendicular distance. And minus 2 into AC minus 1 into B. Substitute all the values. Finally, we got RB. RB is equal to 1.488 kilonewton. Next, come to RA. How to calculate RA? RA is nothing but total load minus RB. Okay. So you can see here what is our total load, total external load. So 1 kilonewton plus this 1 kilonewton, 2 kilonewton and 1 kilonewton. These three are inclined forces. So we have to resolve vertically. Since we know the angle, that means force angle is 60 degree, we convert into resolve into vertical. So here 1 into cos sine 30, sine 60, 2 into sine 60 and 1 into sine 60. Okay. So don't take as it is. It is not vertical. It is inclined. So we have to resolve vertically. Okay. So from this RA is equal to 2.976 kilonewton. So this is the answer. Okay. So next summation of H. So since it is inclined force, there will be a horizontal force also acting as well as vertical forces are acting. Okay. So we have to resolve the forces both horizontally as well as vertically. Okay. So for vertical means we use sine 60 degree. You can see here 1 plus 2 plus 1. That means 1 into sine 60 plus 2 into sine 60 plus 1 into sine 60. So this is for calculating RA. So what about calculating HA? HA force is acting here. So as per Newton's third law, okay, for every reaction, there will be opposite equivalent reaction. Okay, so how to calculate this HA? So you can see here, resolve all the forces. So 1 into cos 60. So if you resolve horizontal means we need adjacent. So adjacent means we need cos. Okay, so 1 into cos 60, 2 into cos 60, and 1 into cos 60. So finally we got 2 kilonewton. So HA is acting opposite side. So it is minus 2 kilonewton. You can see the arrow in this picture. Okay, so this is the procedure for calculating RA, RB, and HA in case of inclined load is acting. Okay, so next you can take the, as usual, joint A. Okay, so if you take joint A, what are the forces are acting? One is reaction, another one is HA. So this is reaction 2.976. Another one is HA 2 kilonewton, and 1 kilonewton load is acting. So 1 kilonewton load is acting, and FAC. FAC. So now resolve all the forces vertically. Okay, if you vertically means what are the forces will come? It is 2.976 is the reaction, and plus FAC. Resolve this FAC into vertical direction. Vertical means sine 30. Okay, next minus 1. Minus 1 sine 60. Okay, so it is acting downward. So you can see here this force, if you resolve vertically means it's acting downward. So put minus 1 sine 60. So therefore FAC is equal to minus 4.22 kilonewton. This is the forces in the member FAC. So next, summation of H is equal to 0. In case of summation of H is equal to 0, what are the forces will come? Except this RA, all the forces will come. Okay. So minus 2 plus FAE, minus 2 plus FAE plus FAC cos 30 degree, and plus 1 into cos 60 degree. Okay. So except this minus 2, you can see here minus 2 moving towards left, but FAE and FAC and this 1 kilonewton is moving towards where? Right. So it is plus. Okay. So minus 2 plus FAE, this one minus 2, first minus 2, and this FAE, and then FAC cos 60 degree, and this 1 into cos 60 degree, minus 1, sorry, plus 1 into cos 60 degree. Okay, so substitute all the values, because FAC we know 4.22 minus 4.22, substitute that values, and finally we got FAE is equal to 5.154 kilonewton. This is joint A. Okay, so next come to joint B. So in case of joint B, same. So only two members are acting. So what is the vertical reaction? Summation of B is equal to 0. What is the vertical reaction? 1.488. So 1.488 plus FBG, solve resolve vertically means sine 30. So FBG into sine 30. So finally we got FBG is equal to minus 2.976 kilonewton. It is compression. Okay. So next summation of H is equal to 0. In case of summation of H is equal to 0, here you can see the arrow, it's moving towards left. Okay, so minus, and FBG also, if you resolve horizontally means it is left. Okay, so FBG into cos 30 equal to 0. So minus FBF minus FBG cos 30. So minus FBF minus FBG is minus 2.976. We already calculated. Substitute the value here. Cos 30 equal to 0. So FBF is equal to 2.577 kilonewton. It is tension force. Okay. So joint B over. So next come to joint C. Okay. So you can see here in joint C, the forces are acting in perpendicular one. Okay, forces are acting perpendicular. You can see here previously joint C. So the load is acting perpendicularly to the span AD. Okay, so we can resolve the forces. FCD is equal to FCB. Okay, sorry, FCA. So FCD, which is equal to FCA. Just to tilt this joint C in pure horizontal means automatically FCD is equal to FCA. Otherwise, you have to calculate the angle. This is the easy method. Otherwise, you have to, you can see here using this one, you have to calculate this angle and you have to use the sin theta cos theta values like that. Okay, so it is better. FCD is equal to FCA. Next, FCE is equal to what is the vertical forces acting on the joint? 2 kilonewton. Okay, so it is minus 2 kilonewton. It is compression. That's all. Next, come to joint E. So in joint E, summation of V is equal to 0. Summation of, first we have to calculate summation of V is equal to 0. So in summation of V is equal to 0, what are the forces are acting? 1 kilonewton load in the joint E, and there will be a EC and ED forces, EC and ED. Okay, so minus 1 plus FED sin 60, FED sin 60, it is pure vertical, and FCE sin 60, FCE sin 60, this is also pure vertical. Okay, so FCE we already found, it is minus 2 kilonewton. Substitute this value here. So the only unknown is FED. So FED is equal to 3.15 kilonewton. It's a tensile force. Next, summation of H is equal to 0. In case of summation of H is equal to 0, FEF minus FEA. Next, FCE into minus. Here you have to put minus because this FEA and FCE both are lies in the left side, and FED and FEF is both are lies in right side. Okay, so right side means plus, left side means minus. So FEF minus FEA minus FCE cos 60 plus FED into cos 60. Okay, this is FCE is left side, so I put minus. FED is right side, so I put plus. So substitute all the values, known values, and finally we got FEF. Okay, so FEF, how much? 2.579 kilonewton. 2.579 kilonewton. Okay, so next come to joint F. So if you consider joint F, what are the vertical forces are acting? Only FFD and FFG. So first draw the free body diagram correctly. If you draw the free body diagram correctly, means automatically it is very easy to solve. Okay, students. So here you can see in case of vertical forces, FFG sin 60 and FFD sin 60. Both are acting vertically. Okay. So next, summation of H is equal to 0. So minus FFE plus FFB minus FFD into cos 60. FFD into cos 60. If you resolve horizontally, and FFG cos 60 if you resolve horizontally. Okay, so here you can see and substitute all the values. Finally, we got the answer. So here, once you understand in a particular joint, there are two unknowns are there means there will be a, we can't able to solve easily. So one equation will come. You can see here summation of V, one equation will come. So why this equation means here FFG also not f of g also member force also not there, and f of d member force also not there. So if two unknowns is there means we can't able to calculate. So for that I kept this is equation number 1. So next in summation of h, another equation we got. So by solving this above two equation, this is the second equation. In this second equation also we got f of g and f of d values. F of d values. So in these two equation, f of g is there, f of d is there. So solve these two equations. Finally, we got the answer f of d and f of g. Okay. So this type of problem we already seen in classwork. Okay, you remember that classwork problem? I think third problem. Okay. So solving this above equation, we got f of d equal to 0 and f of g is also equal to 0. Okay, students. I hope all of you understand these two problems. So I didn't take attendance. Please wait. I will take attendance. 137. Okay. Okay, students.